Hey everybody, and welcome. I wanted to do an unboxing of my new Powerslide Next skates, 110 millimeter. I bought the boot and I bought the frame separate, so I'm going to have to put those together later. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of what they send you in the box, right out of the box in the mail. I did take a look through it already, but this is basically the first time I'm going to go through the components and kind of give my opinion on it. There's been a lot of unboxings that I've watched of different skates, and I always feel as if they're lacking in maybe a little more opinion of what they truly think the skates are about and how useful they are in practicality wise. And this is really the first, this is really the first. This is really the first impression because I have never skated these. I've never skated Powerslide. I've only skated rollerblade. I've been skating all my life, and used to be a roller derby player, and I would do quads with that. I no longer do roller derby, but I've started doing more roller sports, long distance marathons, stuff like that. So I come from a background of recreational skating, urban skating, skating at the rink, all that stuff. So yeah, just take it for what it is. I'm just a plain old skater. I'm not endorsed by anybody. I'm not getting any advertisements off of this. My YouTube channel is super bare bones. So yeah, here we go. This is the box that it came in from Inline Warehouse, and their insignia is right here. And they can do 2-day air shipping, which I usually do. It's only $5, and for some orders it may be free. Then you get out of the box and they got a lot of cool stuff. So this is a little preview of what the boot looks like, and inside, this is the packaging here, big blue thing, throw that. So you open it here, and there's usually something you need to cut open, a plastic thing, and we get into it. So here's the next boot. So take a look here. I got the all black, nothing customized really, and I think that a lot of customization happens later anyway. It may not be in the first thing that you buy. But if you take a look, it's exactly as they say it looks. It's very nice and sleek, really good basic design, I think, and appealing for taking a lot of beating, and really looks just above, just a little bit different, a little bit more maybe alien than some of the other skate boots. A little more boxy, but also in some places a little bit more contoured. So I really was going for a boot that would be a little bit bigger, and they had talked about the toe box being bigger, and it does definitely look wider than what my rollerblade twisters would be, and probably wider than the Imperial version. Let me take a look here. The cuff is adjustable, like they say. You got to unscrew it and then take it out and then flip it over, and you can get the cuff to go up. All these straps can be cut down and customized. Even the inside here can be cut down. I don't think I'm going to be doing much cutting unless there's something that's really rubbing or something like that. And I did have some pressure points. So the liner is the MyFit, as you can see. MyFit. My size, I got the 8 and the 9 in the US, and I tried these on and they were a bit snug, but I think with the MyFit liner it's going to be nice and a good fit for me. But I was kind of very iffy about the sizing. I'm like a true 9.5 US, if there is such a thing, and this really was confusing for me because they're looking at 42, 43 or whatever, 44, 45, and I'm like a 42.5, I believe, in European sizes. So yeah, you might want to go a size up just to be safe, and you might have too much play at that point. So it's really a tough decision. It depends on your foot. It also depends on how you like your skates to fit. My quads they fit really tight on me, and the leather is able to breathe, and they were also heat moldable. So I really liked those skates. Those boots ran around $600 US. These boots, a lot less. These are only like about $200 US. And so you get what you paid for. It's not going to be insane quality, but this is a lot harder than the rollerblade twister. I can already tell that. It is very stiff. So you go in here, and you get this little insole, and it's pretty skinny, but I believe it's gonna, kind of widen with time, and that's nice. So if I pull out the liner, whoop, you can see that it's got the insignia on there, and it's got some nice protection there for the ankle, which I am really worried about. My twisters were giving me really a lot of pain underneath my ankle, where there's like kind of an extra bone there that some people have trouble with. I didn't have trouble until I started doing a lot of rollerblading long distances, and now I'm really hurting. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of physical therapy, try to get it back into shape. So this is going to hopefully help being heat moldable. The thickest part is really up here. It's all thick up here. I don't know why. I mean, that's sticking out of your boot. Yeah, you might rub a little bit, like help you with rubbing on the cuff, but doesn't really do that much. I was thinking that this might be a little thicker. It's pretty thin, but I think the whole idea is to have it so that your foot can really grip and get this lower sitting on the frame, and get your foot really with the power transfer going on. So if you take a look at the bottom here, you can see you got the Trinity system, which I watched a lot of videos on that, and I thought they were cool, great advertisements. It seems good. I come from quads, so those plates are actually shaped kind of like this. The plates can come up and then they get wider around the foot. So sometimes my feet used to actually grip around the plates when I would be going through turns and when I would be getting pressure from other people pushing on me in roller derby. So if that might be useful. I think the main thing is that this sits lower than most tri skates will, and that's really going to help me out. You got some venting on the bottom. I'm kind of skeptical about that. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. Like the air is going to go down and then up or something like that. That doesn't seem like it'll do it. But so I hope my foot doesn't really heat up too much. But they got one other vent over here. This seems great because if I ever have to bail, I end up actually rubbing on this side or right around the toe. So if that is the spot, I'm not sure yet because I haven't skated them, but if when I bail and that's the spot, that's great to be able to replace it. That's an awesome customizable thing, and really practical because you can replace it and get a new piece of plastic right there. I mean, I never fall right here. I don't know why skates have that. Like, do you really gonna fall like sideways? Like, I fall down usually on all fours. 4 points of contact or 2, which is a type of roller derby fall, and it's a good bail. You see it a lot with skateboarding and half pipes. When people bail, they land on their knees. So that's exactly where I would wear and tear a skate up. So here's the next boot. It's a great thing. Take a look at it. Go to your local shop. And I also ordered the plates. So these are the Tri-Skate molded plate. It's a casted plate, so it has some cool words like infected on it. And I popped these open and I took off the bubble wrap, and this is what I got. So we've got 110. I opted for the 110 because they're fast, and as is, I mean, I don't think I need to go to 125 and have like less maneuverability. I really like the maneuverability of the 110. I can still kind of jump and I can still get my edges really good, and I was just kind of going off what I had skated before, and I got the 110. You might want the 125, whatever suits you. And there's a lot of talk about how they're really good and smooth on the road. I mean, it's a couple more millimeters than 110, so I don't really see the big difference. But yeah, maybe they're amazing. I don't think I'll ever skate them in my life, but whatever. You got the 110. Yep, and there's the size of the plate. So it's a very, very short plate. So that'll be different than my other one. I think it was slightly bigger. This is 243. I think I was at 246 on my other one. So like the front wheel went out further on the Powerslide Pleasure 2 version 2.0. So this is going to be way different. I mean, I'm going to have, I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's going to be great. I did get this out of the box, and it had some slight chipping on the coating that's coating the whole casting. I don't know why. Maybe somebody skated it already. I'm not a big stickler, so inline warehouse, I don't care. I'm still going to skate these. They look sound. Okay. That's what they sent me in the box. So what I'm going to do is take off my stuff from my old Twister. I had a Triumph skate setup, and then I'm going to transfer everything over to the Trinity system on the next boot. So if you want to look inside here, take a look. At the bottom is where they have the shock absorber, very similar to what Rollerblade has. This one seems even stiffer, which is good because mine got worn down a lot on the Twister, and having a nice stiff shock absorber is going to help out. And this is just kind of to cover up all the plastic in the bottom. I don't think there's any sticking out bolts or anything. No, it's all pretty smooth. And yeah, so there's that. I don't know if any other reviews give you a view of the inside like that, but you can see it's actually a pretty light boot for being this solidly built and having this stiffness. It's pretty light. I mean, I picked up the box and I was like, whoa. So most of your weight's probably going to be in your wheels, and the frames are light too. So that's my review and my unboxing of the Next boot and the Trinity system frame with the cast molding. Okay, good night and goodbye. See ya.